Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and for Friday we're going to do something kind of fun as we take a look at this guy. Yes, this is the Transformers Cybertron, or Galaxy, or whatever you want to call it, Galaxy Force Optimus Prime. And earlier in the week we looked at Cybertron Wing Saber, and I said then that it was courtesy of my wife, my oldest son, and some thrift shopping. Wow, I'm struggling to get those words out. Got Wing Saber for $5, and I know Wing Saber can go attached to this guy. Well, enter Optimus, and the core robot was another $5, and the trailer, though incomplete, was also only $5 Canadian. So this Optimus I have $10 Canadian. Would I like to have the wingtips? Yes. Would I like to have the little blasters? Yes. Would I like to have his actual blaster that goes in the front here? Yes. Would I like to have the chunks that go on the back of the leg so that this foot can flip down and you still have the chunk back there? The same chunk that connects the trailer to Optimus? Yes. Of all of those accessories, I would really like to have the wingtips and the chunk on the back of the leg. That would make this guy super functional. However, there's definitely enough here for us to be able to look at him, look at this kind of amped up mode, and look at him combined with Wing Saber, and be able to assess just how good this is, especially in comparison to the Siege Galaxy Upgrade version, which I don't have anymore. But you know what? We'll substitute Nova Prime for that. A lot of comparisons, a lot to explore in the latest GotBot True review. Hey one, hey all, welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, your most humble of hosts, Dennis Moulton, aka GotBot. As always, please like, comment, share. Of course, subscribe, and while you are at it, light 'em up, baby. Hit that notification bell, please. Helps me out a ton, let you know when content of all sorts goes up here on the channel. Check out Machinery of Man, The Everything Factor, all the groups that I'm either a mod or an admin for, as well as all of my social media links. All of that's in the description down below. Also in the description down below. And if you're in a position to help the channel to grow, you can use the donate link. Check us out on Patreon. See what we have to offer to you through spring, or of course, hit the join button at any given time and become a channel member. So I'm not going to waste any more time on this. We have a bunch of comparisons to do. We're going to see the base truck. We're going to see the base modes as much as we can, and like the things that the trailer's capable of doing, with the caveat that I'm missing some pieces, of course, right? But there's definitely enough here to do an assessment compared to the Siege iteration. And of course, near the end, we will see him combined with Wing Saber and see how well that actually works out. A lot to explore. Let's head over to the table and take a closer look at this guy. 5 years ago, I looked at the Transformers Siege Galaxy Upgrade Optimus Prime, which was a more modernized take on the Cybertron Galaxy Force Optimus Prime from way back in 2004-2005, right? That's when that leader class came out, which is what we have back here. In front of him, we have another reuse of that mold being Nova Prime. I looked at Nova Prime 1 year ago. So I looked at the Siege Galaxy Upgrade, like I said, 5 years ago. That was episode 561. That was July of 2019. I looked at Nova 1 year ago, and by the way, Nova is getting a reissue, so that's why I kind of have Nova here, pardon me. And I looked at Nova actually more than a year ago. It was more like a year and a half ago, I guess. In October of 2023, that was episode 1120. I'll put cards up there for both of those. And honestly, when I looked at it for the Optimus, I was like, you know what? It's a fine use of the like Siege Ultra Magnus mold. It's a fine remold, and I like it for Nova. As you can see with Nova in front of the original is certainly a bit bigger, but not as much of a size disparity in vehicle mode as one might think. So I'm actually going to wheel our boy out of it here, and we'll see him a little bit later in robot mode. But for now, we have Optimus here. Now you'll notice that he's definitely not kind of complete. But Starscream wife happened to find this guy thrifting for $5. Actually, the cab was $5, and I'll say what I have of the trailer was also $5. So $10 altogether for what I do have here. Now, you might say, $10 and not complete, that's too bad. And I agree it is. But we'll have enough here that I think I can pretty much assess this guy, certainly knowing what I know about the Galaxy Upgrade version. So, this is basically the truck version. I presume that if we had the actual wings coming up on the side, if we had the blue pieces that go in here so it actually attaches Optimus to it, and the couple of blasters, that all this would look more fleshed out, right? So I am missing those things. The wing bits, I don't even know what you call them, the chunks, the blue chunks that go inside here so that the legs can actually attach. In the super mode, I think they go on like the back of the leg, like on the shin of the leg, say. It's too bad I'm missing that. I could have really used those pieces to at least attach this. And I'm missing his actual blaster that he uses that would go in here. So, I mean, not perfect. Too bad that it's that way, but it is what it is. Button there gives a sound effect with a Cyber Planet key. I don't even know if this will do anything now. It does. It pops these down still on the side. Okay, so that still works to pop these down on the side. And the Cyber Planet key gimmick over here. Oh, it just opens up that one. Yeah, that's what I thought it did. So, I mean, the Cyber Planet key gimmicks still work. Again, in this mode, we should be able to open these out to the side and put them down this way and put this out and open this one to the side, put it down and open it out. We would by rights have the wings out here, and with the wings out and everything like properly attached, he would have like a flight mode, which would look really cool. We'd have his two blasters kind of coming up over his back. Those two pieces that attach to the legs would sort of keep it like up kind of sort of like this, right? So that's cool. We have the big truck. He would be able to do this mode. I don't think the Siege one was able to pull that like flight mode off. So it's kind of cool that that can be done. That said, and I guess it's worth noting, and I'm going to take him out of it for now, because we're just going to sort of finish off what we can with this, because this is pretty darn limited, I know. We should be able to also take this up and bring it forward. Is it this way? Hold on. What have I got done here? Yeah, we bring that up and bring that up. So we should still be able to bring like those up. And is that right? I think that's right. And yes, we would open out the wings and they would come out and be like stabilizers on the ground. The blasters and the blue pieces would be in here. These would flip down as like a battle-based type of mode when you're not using this on Optimus. Naturally, I can't quite pull that off, but you get the idea. We're going to lay this aside and we're going to get to the actual cab. Because while this is compromised, I think you'll see as we go through that, you know what? It was still worth having this. And when it comes to the cab lad, it's certainly worth having him, considering that the grand total investment here was $10. So let's go to the cab of the truck. And so here we have the super long cab. It rolls like a champion. It's worth noting that if I had those blue chunks that were missing, basically they would peg down over these two pegs, and we would also have two pegs on those blue chunks that would slot down into these two openings up right here. So those two blue chunks would have pegs that go down here, and these two pegs would go up into the blue chunks, and the blue chunks go attached to the trailer. And that's kind of, actually, could I show it? Yeah, within the trailer, up right here, there's black, you can see black ports. That's where those blue chunks would go up into to hold this in place. For example. Okay, so, I like this. I think that this is a cool looking truck mode, even if real long. That doesn't mean that it's not functional though. I will also note that in here, can I do this now? I don't think I can do it now. He does have his matrix. We'll see that in a bit. So, I guess there's not much to say about the truck. We can do the transformation and kind of see what we get from there. The chest pieces come here to the side. The arm pieces on the front, I like this using these black armatures up here. They come off and they come over to the side. Then we can straighten our lad up, bring down the arm and turn it around. I even like to angle the shoulder up a little bit and open out the hand. Let's do it again on this side just so you can sort of see it again. I like to unpeg the arm. We turn it so the tire's on the outside, open the hand, and then I angle that little piece up. There's a black tab here. I pull that up for his head. There also, I think, and I can't really figure it out, there seems like there's a little, like his mouth is open and it seems like there's a little thing down here that you're supposed to be able to pull up to give him his face mask. But, oh, it's on the back of the head. Oh, that's what it is. So we open out the earpieces and then there's, that's how. There's a little tab on the back of the head then that lets you bring up his face mask or push it down. Oh, that's clever. I like that. I digress. But we bring his waist piece down, close that in. Then we come here to these sections for now. And in super mode, we'll basically bring them forward. Oh, split the legs, by the way. We'll basically bring them forward. But for now, we're going to take them and bring them up on the back. Take them and bring them up on the back. And boom, in the end, here we have Optimus in his robot mode. 10 for the transformation. I'm going to stand him up and we'll start adding to that 10 score. And here's a perfect example of what I'm always talking about. To all the people, when I talk about mass and say, oh, he's talking about weight. First, no, I'm not talking about weight. Weight is the act of gravity. Mass is how much plastic content goes into a product. Both of these are leader class. Personally, I think leader class should still be this. For the prices we pay, we should still get this. Not this. This is too much for the, this is too little for the price we pay. It is what it is. So, that's why I include, along with parts count, paint, articulation and whatnot, this is why I also include mass. We have to hold these companies accountable. We can't let them give us less for more. That said, I love this guy, but undoubtedly, it's smaller than this, right? So just taking him out of it, and we'll see him like kind of armed up in a little bit with all of his like, you know, I'll say extra accoutrement. But for now, let's focus on the fabulous 10 that we already have for Galaxy Force Cybertron Optimus Prime here. So what about the colors, I guess? Let's start from the feet and work our way up. I think the black and the blue is basically accurate. Around the knees with the red and whatnot, I'm not sure if there should be some more yellow there. Coming up the pelvis and upper legs, like the gray seems right. The pelvis with the blue and gray and the yellow to the side seems right. The little line underneath seems right. The red on the chest and the blue windows all seem right. The yellow on the head and on the sides of the head and even with the eyes, that all seems right. Same with the battle mask, or if you want them out there being blue, seems right. On the shoulders here, I mean, maybe some yellow detail just in here by the lights. I'm not sure if the Autobot symbol should be white, but like, it seems mostly right here. The reds, the whites, they seem pretty accurate. I'm going to say a 9 for the look because, again, I'm going off a CGI model and it's not the easiest thing. Some people that are big fans of this era would probably point out things that I'm missing. So a 10 for the transformation to this mode, and a 9 for the look. Let's do the articulation before we kind of start building some stuff on. So, for the articulation, I guess we start here. We have a head that, well, ears that move, I guess. A head that goes left and right. Not a ton, though. Or maybe the ear is picking it up. Not a ton. Hold on. Maybe I don't have the head pushed up all the way. Yeah, it's tight though, but it's there. No up and down, but left and right. The shoulders go all the way around. Out to the side is limited. It's ratcheted, but I can only get this so much out of the way, and the arm can only go out that far. That's a bummer. But we do have a bicep swivel. We do have over 90 degrees really at the elbow. Fingers open and closed, nothing at the wrist. We don't have a waist, but we do have a waist skirt that can kind of come up and out of the way, which is good for when he kicks forward. And he can kick back, but this is like in the way, so you're not getting, oh, no, you can get back all the way. I take that back. My mistake. Thigh swivel, 90 degrees at the knee. The toe can angle down a little bit. No ankle tilt. And the hips, as far as going out to the side goes, I don't think that there's a way to get those. They seem like they're paint. Oh yeah, they can go up. Okay, cool. Which is good because it means you can get full splits out to the side. I mean, ankle tilt would be nice. And it's all ratcheted too. Golly, honestly. It's so tight. I mean, oh, and I'll point this out now. So you have this here. You can open that up. His matrix is in here. Of all the accessories not there, he does have his matrix, and I'm pretty sure that does come out, right? I thought it did. Yeah, his matrix actually does come out. So I'm cool. I'm glad that that's there. I wish I had the other bits and pieces of the trailer, but like, I'm glad the matrix is there. I mean, wrist, I guess, would be nice. Shoulder able to go out more would be nice. Waist would be nice. Ankle tilt would be nice. But you can still do an awful lot with it. And everything is ratcheted and so robust. I'm still going to give it an 8. Honestly, I'm still going to give it an 8. It's so, so cool. It really is so good. But then we get into the glory of this guy a little bit. So we all know that the trailer can be used as a, I guess a backpack is the best way to kind of describe it. And to do that, we bring the trailer in. Of course, we would have wings and stuff, and I don't have that. These open up. These flip around. And I know I'm doing this in the back because, you know, I mean, it is what it is, right? We only got part of it. Then we should be able to slide those in on the side. Bring that down over. Bring that down over. Bring up an arm. I guess bring it out. Slide a blaster underneath. Bring up an arm, slide a blaster underneath, and man, come on. That looks so cool. Now, I should note that by rights, what you should do with this mode is also bring these down and bring the toe down into it. Bring these down and bring the toe down into it. At this point, it is worth. That said, I find he's back heavy now because he should have those pieces, those blue pieces I talked about earlier. They should go on the back and fill all of this in. I don't have that to fill them in. I don't have the wings coming off. So, you know, and I don't have those other two blasters that I think they go like on the side of the leg or something. But even without that, even if I have to keep this on the back of his leg and the toe up, and at least for now, I'd love to have those other pieces. But even if I have to toe up, do this in order to make him balance, like for $10, it is really hard to not be impressed with this guy. I mean, even with the bits missing and just moving him a little bit, like, here's Nova next to him. And Nova's, I think, pretty impressive for size, but, I mean, he pales in comparison to the original, right? I find it really, really cool. I really do. But you see, even without all the trailer parts, even, I guess, seeing it as, how can I put this? Seeing it, like, I know it's incomplete, I get all of that, I understand all of that, and that's unfortunate. But you see, there was a little more to it than that. I wanted to pull his mask up again, but I can't seem to find the part on the head now that wants to come out. Anyway, whatever. Our last review, we looked at Wing Saber. And I mentioned how with Wing Saber you can leave the legs in plane mode and bring these arms up over and turn them so that the landing gear tire is down. And you can pick the chest off. Now, with Wing Saber in this configuration, we have these two yellow tabs here, and those two yellow tabs will go into this slot on Optimus's back. Then, the entire chest section comes down over the front, and these little pieces, I don't know if you can see it or not right now, these little gray pieces, they're going to come out on the front over his head. So, we start off with trying to put this in the back, which is not the easiest thing to do here from the side. There. So from the back, that's in. And then all of this, maybe it's not quite in. I thought it was in. And then all of this should be able to come out and come down around the front. It's a bit, there. I was gonna say, oh no, I didn't quite have it. And I didn't think I quite had it, honestly. There we go, I finally got it on. And this is what I was talking about. The trailer, Cybertron Optimus and Wing Saber. Who combines with them? And I have a Cyberplanet key so I can use it to open up the size there if I want. This whole package, $15. I mean, I know it's incomplete, but man, it's hard to not be impressed by it. I get the hype. A lot of times when I hear people hype Transformers, I'm like, man, don't ruin it for me. I'm gonna get it. It's not gonna be as good as it's supposed to be, as you've built it up to be, but this guy is. This combination is. The super mode with his trailer is. Just the bot by himself is. Minor gripes with some of the articulation limits. But man, 20 years ago, the robustness, the heftness, the fun factor was off the charts with this. Yes, the transformation is a 10 always around, even though I struggled to get this guy attached on the back. That was just me being a butterfingers. Yes, the look of the guy is, I'm going to say a 9. It's no mistaking that this is Cybertron Optimus Prime and that this is Wing Saber. And yes, the articulation, I'd say, is about an 8. You are missing some stuff, but what you can pull off so very well. Overall, Cybertron or Galaxy Force Optimus Prime, he's easily a 9. And I'm tickled. I'm so happy. Even though this isn't my era, I'm so happy I was able to look at both of these guys because I've heard so much about them over the years. And I'm so glad that I was able to get them, both of them, and the trailer for $15 Canadian. Who'da thunk it? And here we are once again, and here he is, and he is glorious. Chunky, hefty, solid. The matrix is still in the chest. The mask gimmick still works. I mean, the trailer attaches just fine. Would I like those other bits and pieces? Yeah, that'd be great, just so I can attach the trailer to it, but like, how can I leave either of these parts when it was only $5 Canadian? Like, what? If this was US right now, I mean, we're looking at $7 maybe? Like, he's glorious for that. Chunky, hefty, big, solid, ratchets, beautiful, glorious, and not for nothing, pairs real nice with this lad. Absolute win. I've heard the hype over the years for this Optimus. Unicron Trilogy is not my era, not my time, not my thing. But man, I sure as heck can't argue with just how fantastic this version of Optimus Prime is. Let me know what you think about this Optimus Prime. I appreciate you guys coming by, giving me some of your extremely valuable time. I do know how important it is to you. If you're in a position to help the channel to grow, you can use the donate link. Check us out on Patreon. See what we have to offer to you through spring, or of course hit the join button at any given time and become a channel member. While you are at it, hit the subscribe button. Stick around, man. Have some fun with us here on the channel. And don't forget, not for a moment, not for 1 second, that you right there, you do make a difference in the world. And I look forward to the next time that you and I get together to have another visit, either in the live streams on Thursday nights at the stop motion premieres, or the old fashioned way right here inside the videos.